know the one time. It's the family bloodline.
Yeah, what's good, family? Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. We have a very special guest in the house tonight. He'll introduce himself in a second, and then we'll get into everything that he's doing and everything he's going to do and what he's been through up until this point. So tonight we have the Platinum Guest Series on the Family Bloodline podcast. I'd like to welcome you on. You my little brother now too, as a matter of fact. I know my man Manny just told me a second ago, but if you his brother, you my brother as well. And I'm pretty sure Zoe can say the same thing.
Yes.
Right? All right. So we got our brother, DAKARIBANZ in the house. I'm gonna give you a round of applause again. The Family Bloodline way. Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely.
That's love.
You get that. You get that. You get that. So before we go too far, and I don't want to take up the time because this is not about me, it's about you. It is all about you. So tell us a little bit about yourself, your background, where you came from, what you're doing, what got you started, and all the things that are involved with what makes you who you are.
Well, man, pretty much I was born in Los Angeles, Pasadena. That's where it kind of all got started. I was born right there, and I moved to Southern California, or not Southern California, but Central Coast California.
Okay.
In my earlier years, back in like maybe 03, 04. And that's kind of like, that's kind of like when I came to like Marina area, Seaside, and then we got to Greenfield like 05, and then I've been in Greenfield since then.
All right, shout out to Greenfield. Been there. Hung out there for a few.
674, everybody knows.
For sure.
Yeah, I've been out here for a cool minute, man. Like, but like I spent a lot of time in Los Angeles developing a lot of my connections out there in that area, because that's where I was born. And I feel like since I was born in Los Angeles, I want to develop in Los Angeles because I didn't spend a lot of time there. So it's like people that I probably could have met if I would have stayed there, but now I'm probably meeting them now. Now I'm coming back in my 20s and stuff. And then, they have that whole experience of staying there in the city, in the culture while I was there, but then I left and now I'm coming back. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
so, but yeah, so I feel like that's kind of helped me a lot. In my earlier years, I played drums. I was playing on pots and pans as a kid, and then I grew up playing like on the church and the drums and stuff. And then I think that just kind of like helped me with my music. It made me kind of like more like musically inclined, just being able to like have rhythm, I would say.
Yes.
Being able to find the beat. And so I think that helped me a lot. I never really thought that I would want to pursue music as a career, but as a kid, I always thought it was fun. And I saw my older cousins, they did music, and that was kind of like inspiring because they were like really good. My cousin Sigaron was really good. He was dope. Sean was dope. Sean is We the Party Sean. A lot of people know We the Party Sean. Shout out to my cousin. He shoots music videos. He's very popular in the Bay Area. His older brother is actually Seagram. And so they were like real like heavy like inspiration in my life when it came to music. Jacquees, shout out to my cousin Jacquees. He did music back in the day. He was a rapper and stuff. And I was young, man, seeing them rap and just being able to see them rap. I was like, dang, they're hard, bro. I'll never forget I had my cousin's song Jacquees on my MySpace for the longest, bro. I'm fitted, so fresh. I'm fitted, so fresh. It was something like that. But it was on my MySpace for so long. I wish my cousin Jacquees was on live. But I remember, bro, he was like a role model of mine when it came to music. And I just always believed in him, but you know, he wound up just being in the area where he was from, just you know, wasn't conducive to like just like making it or pushing like people trying to be an artist and stuff like that. And so I honestly feel like for all my cousins that didn't make it in music, I feel like I'm the voice for them. My cousin that passed away, Skylar, rest in peace. I feel like I'm the voice for him.
Mm.
My cousin Jacquees, he's not gonna be a rapper. I'm a voice for him. My cousin Seagram, he's not gonna be a rapper. He doesn't want his private life exposed. I'm a voice for him. You know what I'm saying? I'm a voice for like all my family members that were doing it before me, but didn't do it this way. Sean, he didn't rap. He wound up taking the videography route, and now people know him for shooting videos. You know what I mean? So it's like I feel like I have like a responsibility within what I'm trying to do to not only help my family, but also to change my community for a positive way because I can say a bunch of crazy stuff and nonsense and woo woo woo, but how is that gonna help propel my community to success? You know, and that's kind of like what I want to do within my music. I want to kind of be hopefully an inspiration and a light and a beacon about you can make it no matter where you come from. And it's okay to be vulnerable. It's okay to be open. It's okay to be emotional. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, yeah, we're men and we're expected to be hard and not show emotion, but we still do have these emotions at the end of the day, you know?
Yeah, absolutely.
Wow.
We talked about that on one of my previous podcasts. Um, Male tears aren't weakness is what it was called. If you ever get
Right.
the time,
I remember that one. I
yeah,
do recall.
yeah,
Well,
it was super dope. So what you got?
well, thank you so much for taking the time and talking to us,
Jack?
the Caravanz. You know, I got the pleasure of meeting this young artist that's really doing a lot of heavy duty work in terms of his energy is genuine. You know, right off the gate, you know, James, I've been in music, you know, productions, right, in Mexico, in the United States, and then Manny has the connections of Colombia, Puerto Rico. James, you have your connections as well with music. So overall, like, you know, we have a way of understanding when we meet someone that is gifted and talented that it's real exciting, right? It's a energy when you meet with multi-level, you know, intelligent beings, and they're working with A Manny, me B, and we're starting this new realm. It just feels like a dream come true, to tell you the truth, Dakari fans, because as me, the person that when I first started trying to figure this thing out of like I shouldn't be in this desk trying to do what have you for his corporation. I should be doing some kind of creative process. And, you know, I met Manny. And then fast forward to like 5, 6 years later, you know, James as well started developing, you know, the Family Bloodline. And now that I see you working with Manny, and even last night, I don't know if you know this, James, but last night was a historic event with Danny V. And but I saw DAKARIBANZ, the way that he was expressing behind the camera before the interview happened. We jumped on live, right? And
Right.
the whole world for a little bit got to see this behind the scenes moment. And I was like, this is a historic moment because we're like locking in, right? And so tell me right now, as you're sitting in the studio, how do you feel as an artist? You talked about being vulnerable, and this is kind of like a heavy loaded question. Sorry, my questions are like encyclopedias, but we're really trying to get in depth for the audience out there. Why does your audience matter to you personally? I know that it's genuine. Why, when you have an authentic listener, yo, I know your music. I was listening to this. How do you feel when that interaction comes into play after going full circle? We talked about how your family, you're the voice, but how do you feel with that heavy responsibility, Akari? I told you, bro. It's encyclopedia time, bro. But now, how do you genuinely feel right off the gate? One word to describe this moment coming full circle. Brought to you by Audio Circle Audio. You know what I mean?
I'm blessed.
Mm.
Because I know a lot of people wish they could be in the position that I'm in, and I know that they wish they could be here, but they can't or whatever. So I'm blessed, bro. Honestly, I just thank God for the opportunity. I just thank God for putting me here. I thank God for blessing me with the talent and just giving me the will and the ability and the skill and just the humbleness to further the skill and to just be able to do it, honestly, really. And for all my people that tune in and like my core fans that really like listen to my music and that like my music, um man, like it's for them. You know what I mean? It's not for me. I do my music. I make music for them. I do it for them. The people that I'm trying to reach are hopefully, you know what I mean, single fathers, you know what I mean?
Mm.
Single mothers, you know what I'm saying? Because, I'm a single father, you know what I'm saying? My baby mothers are technically single mothers. They're not married. You
Right.
know what I mean? And so, I make music for people that are, going through different things and such like that in that nature. And so I'm speaking to kind of like those people, young adults and stuff like that. And so I just hope when they hear my music that it can hopefully impact them in a positive way to maybe like, you know, put down whatever they're going through and take a different route, or just maybe like hopefully bring them comfort within the situation that they're in. You know what I mean? That they're not
Mm-hmm.
alone, you know? For example, like Danny V was here yesterday. I like Danny V and I was listening to his music. And what I like about his music so much, bro, is that he's such a real nigga, bro. He'll tell you that he's still whipping a Honda. I like that.
Oh my
And
gosh.
because it's like, honestly, bro, like you don't gotta front. You don't have to lie. You don't gotta talk about what you don't have because music is self-expression of who you are.
Wow.
You feel me? In the current, like in your current state, you know what I mean? Or it's life updating. It's what's like, who you are, you know what I mean? If it's the Bugatti and the Lamborghini and it's this and that, but you don't have any of these objects right now, then it's like, really, who are you?
Mm.
You feel what I'm saying? Because
Oh my gosh, bro. That was fire. Say that again, bro. Repeat that one. Like break that down right there what you just said. Because you just said Bugatti out of nowhere. I'm like, whoa, that's a
right. Because it's like a lot of people talk about these things in their music and this and that and yada yada. And an artist might say that, I'm speaking into the future or whatever, this and that, and that's cool. But it's like, you know what I mean? But who are you right now? You know what I mean? What are you going through right now? What is like making you become an artist? What do you have to say that's gonna say what do you have to say that's gonna make me want to listen? You feel what I'm saying? Why am I gonna listen to what you have to say? And that's something that my older brother has even put me on to now with my music. He says, who are you making music for? And why do you think they'll like it? And I can't remember the other one, but he's like, yeah, it was like, yeah, who are you making music for? Why do you think they'll like it? And no, and he said, how much would you sell it for? That's what he says.
Wow.
And how much would you sell it for? He says, if you don't know who you're making music for and why they will like it and how much you're going to sell it for, then he's like, what are you doing? You don't know what you're doing. And it's kind of taken me quite some time to get to where I'm at to where I am now, because before I used to want to move fast, 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 and not understanding the the repercussions of my actions. But now that I'm older and I have kids, my kids listen to my music,
Mm.
or at least my oldest son does, and he will sing my lyrics back. You know what I'm saying? That's different, bro. But
Oh
5
my
years
God.
ago 5 years ago, I was making music. My son wasn't singing my lyrics back to me, bro.
Right.
But now 5 years forward, I'm making music still, but now my son's in a position where he can comprehend my lyrics and he can sing them back to me. What am I saying? You know what I'm saying? You feel
Absolutely.
me? Because now it's not about me anymore. I have a kid that's gonna listen to my music and he's gonna sing my lyrics, bro. Am I gonna be saying things or anything that's gonna like that I would want my kid to be saying. You know what I mean? And it's like now it's like I feel like my responsibility more as an artist has even risen more because now I'm more conscious about what I want to say and
Yeah.
what I'm going to say because I know that it's not just for me anymore. You know, I have a son that wants to listen to my music and jam out. You know what I'm saying? I have a son that's younger than him that's gonna eventually want to jam out to the music when he gets of age, you know. And it's not gonna be just for those kids, for my kids. It's gonna be for the kids over there, like you guys said, we're worldwide. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Absolutely. That's great. That's profound actually. It's accountability. It's responsibility looking accountability in the face and then you have to hear it, right? You are the accountable person
Correct.
responsible for putting the lyrics out and that those lyrics are being said back to you in real time by your son. That's the responsibility that's looking back at you. So it's accountability, having responsibility, look back at them. That would now you've got to reflect on what you're actually doing, how it reverberates, how it's going to look, who it affects, how it's going to affect and infect the persons that are listening to it, your actual audience. And that does and it should and it will change um, how you want your art to be perceived. And
Right.
it'll interact with your art a lot differently. That's perfect. That's good, man. I appreciate that.
A lot of people are not aware of like life and death is in the power of the tongue. And so
Absolutely.
when we listen to a lot of these songs, yada yada, it's like spells, bruh. Like when there are words or with the things that are being said, you know what I mean? And when we repeat them back and stuff. And a lot of people don't understand that, bro. There was a rapper, like for example, Juice World. My
Yeah.
people know who Juice World is. He was one of the rappers that said he'll die by 21.
Mm.
Died at 21, guys. You know what I'm saying? And so it's like you're saying these things, bro, but you know, we're saying that, but it says in the word of God that life and death are in the power of the tongue. So if like his word, the word, like believe it or not, I don't care. Like it's the living word, bro. If it says this and this is what it is, bro, and this is gonna be the evidence of it. Because
Mhm.
this is the evidence of it. You know what I mean?
Mm.
Rich homie Quan. I don't know if y'all familiar. He just died today.
Oh,
Overdose.
I did not
Yeah.
know that. I
Rich
haven't read
homie
that yet.
Quan.
Wait, who? I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
rest in peace to Rich Homie Quan, man.
Absolutely. Condolences to the
Wow,
family.
I'm so
Look,
sorry to hear
yeah,
this
another
news.
big artist that just passed away, man. And it's sad, bro. It's sad, you know what I mean? And then that's why it's like me, like being who I am and knowing that, understanding that we have a weight and responsibility on our shoulders of promoting like a positive message. You know what I'm saying? Like we're gonna have people promoting the boom boom pow 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 pow, but we can only promote that for so long, bro, until all of us are gone. You feel
Yeah.
me?
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you feel me? That only is gonna be. I know that's cool, bro. That's cool. Sure, you know what I mean? Woo, woo. That's all cool. I get you, bro. But that's what they want us to be, bro. Dumb, uneducated. So therefore, we could just be filling up the jails. They
Mm.
want us and killing each other, bro. That's what they want. They want us to kill each other, bro. They want us to be dumb. They want us to be uneducated so we can go to jail. And then that's the reason why they allow the rappers to blow up who they allow to blow up because they want us to stay dumb. Like for sure, for sure. They want us to stay dumb. Notice the female artists that all blow up are only selling lust and sex. None of these females are selling nothing else. All of them. Every single female artist, bro, that's popping, bro. I love them all too. You feel me?
Yeah.
But
Wow.
it's like, you
That is
feel me?
right.
But,
Yeah.
but that's what it is. You feel me? Lauryn Hill was the only artist at the BET Awards that had clothes on, and she's an
Bro, you're like
OG.
reading my mind right now,
And
bro,
she's been
because
an OG, and that's who she's always been, though.
it's crazy because I remember, sorry, pardon me for the interruption, Dakari, but this artist, Lauryn Hill, I remember she was one of my first influences in terms of female hip hop. We're talking about female hip hop and Queen Latifah, UNITY. That was on heavy rotation, and I remember her preaching MC Light about respect and unity. Hip hop originally is about unity, right?
Right.
I mean, the elements of hip hop is to unite, the people, what have you. It's one of the most powerful rhythms. I mean, in terms of genres, I remember when I first went to LA and they said for the first time in music history, hip hop now surpasses rock music in terms of money generation,
Mhm.
uh, in terms of influence. Everybody, let's just face it, hip hop is too legit to quit. At one point, they said that,
Wow,
you know,
Zo,
Yeah.
get that. Keep pushing.
because it's true, man. Like, look, don't hate the player, hate the game,
Yeah,
right? I'm from
Yep.
Chicago, so your actions are always gonna speak more, 10 times fold, like the silence of your actions. Did you guys see what he just did right there? We're talking about like real artistry. Real artistry sometimes takes time to hit us in the membrane, right? To
Mhm.
really hit us the subconscious of how a building is supposed to represent our subconscious. A song is supposed to represent you.
Right.
You're putting your heart and soul on it. I remember, and excuse me for taking the mic on this, but Dakari, like you really got substance behind what you're talking about, and I'm so excited to have you at ECAS Music Group because, like, now that Manny is there with you, like, bro, Manny really's got a spaceship now, and now with this interviewing process with the family bloodline, like any time that you got anything going on popping and you want to share this to the world, this is gonna be one because we got the recap show, but the family bloodline is all about connecting unity, hip hop, the culture. I can't even
absolutely.
express it enough. James, what do you think about this?
About which thing? There's multiple things that are happening right now. I'm
Just
really happy. Go ahead. Go ahead.
go ahead and like, how do you feel about, like, because you also like were with us in Nam and we went to Nam, and
Yeah.
from there on in, I feel like that's when the clock started ticking, and how
Yeah.
good we were gonna be to unite the right appropriate people.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'll speak on it real quick. It's something that I teach my kids, and I think us three, you, me, and Manny, we began to do it. And so going back to what the Dakari Band said, it's something that we spoke. We gave power to our movement, right? And what we did is we defined who we were, and we did not allow anyone else to define us. We defined who we were, and we made everybody else begin to act accordingly. And so that's how we've begun to end up going and moving and progressing to where we are now, and continuing to do that. And the hope is, um, that the influence will be with the artists as well as with everybody else that we come in contact with, that we continue to define ourselves, but we assist in others in defining themselves also to help create that movement, right? And let people know that, hey, you don't have to compromise who you are or your art just to appease a population, just to make money. We're going to make money one way or another. That's going to happen, right? But the biggest thing is defining ourselves and making others act accordingly, and that's something that we spoke, and that's why we've been pushing forward the way we have been. So that's what I'll say about that. But again, it's not about the Family Bloodline podcast tonight. It's about my little brother Dakari Bands. That's what we're
No,
here
but
for.
I like that though. That's smooth though. I like that.
Yeah. So a
I like
question that I was
Mhm.
go ahead.
No, I was saying I checked out some of the videos. I like what you guys got going on. So yeah, it's smooth. I'm happy to be a part of the channel and stuff. This is dope. Thank you for having me.
No, thank you. Thank you. We appreciate your voice,
Thank
bro.
you, Dakari, for
Yeah,
real.
absolutely. And so a question that I had, I was reading your bio and listening to some of your music, that day by day, day to day, I dig it.
Day to
Uh,
day.
yeah, yeah, I like that. So who are some of the artists that influence you? I know you mentioned your family a second ago, some people in your family, but outside of that, especially when it comes to the G funk part of it, and uh, the hip hop and even the rap part. Who are some of your most dominant influences when it comes to that?
I like I like a lot of people in music, man. And the older I get, I'm falling more and more in love with music. And this
Yeah,
is just me,
Mm,
man. The older I get, the more I'm falling more and more in love with it. But honestly, I grew up listening to like Earth, Wind, and Fire when I was a kid, and my pops would play that a lot. Um, Fred Hammond.
Okay.
I like Travis Scott, Kanye West, not the new Kanye West.
I know he's talking about.
Oh, Kanye. Not
Saying.
the
Oh,
new
Kanye.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Like, you know,
Right.
808 Hearts Break, you know what I mean? Graduation, stuff like that. I'll still go look back and like study those albums. I love Drake, man. The old Drake too, back in 09, 010. You
Oh
know,
yeah.
I like all the dudes before 2015, like which is like my graduation year, 2014. After that, they just like were just
It got weird a little bit.
yeah, they just got weird. They got too much money and just didn't really care anymore. And so like that was and I noticed that about something. It's something about an artist on the come up when he's in his beginning phases
Oh
and
yeah.
he's just hungry. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that hunger.
Yeah.
I can see it in all the artists, young artists. Kendrick. I was listening to some of the early Kendrick. Oh man, Good Kid, Mad City. Whew. That
Going
dude
off.
is crazy, bruh. J. Cole back in the earlier day, like
Yeah.
I like him as well. I like a lot of these dudes, bro. Lil Wayne. I grew up on Lil Wayne, bro. I used
Yeah.
to want to be Lil Wayne, bro. When I was a kid,
Block is up. You know what I mean? With that one.
fight, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
hot boys.
Like, bro, what are you talking about? Weezy is so
Yeah.
hard. I used to think I was Lil Wayne, man. But yeah, I like a lot of those guys. I'm trying to think. I like those
So
are
Yamaha. Sorry.
yeah, these are some of my big influences, I would say. These guys, you know what I mean? All the guys that I named, Young Thug. I really like Young Thug and his ability to take like his approach on the mic and stuff to like, you know, just be different and stuff. I like a lot of these guys, man. And I'm listening to, you know, a lot of the music right now, going back and listening to a lot of the older music because it's crazy because more and more I'm starting to understand like this stuff, like these guys be jacking these boys' flows, bro.
Yeah.
Like it's crazy. I was listening to Big L, right? Y'all know about Big L.
Yeah.
Who Big L is?
You know about Big L from New York.
Yeah, I'm a hip hop head. Absolutely.
Yeah,
I know. Yeah.
bro. I was listening to Big L and I know he has some flows that I know some of these fools done stole, bro. Like
Well, Jay-Z
like-
was the main person that supposedly he stole his whole swag from. Jay-Z.
JC?
Yeah.
That Big L got his swag from Jay.
Yeah, like that whole lingo of Brooklyn's finest, right? From what I recall, I remember because he got taken out of the game when he was about to pop off, right between Nas and Jay-Z, from what I recall. But man, you Big L, huh? That's
Yeah, he's hard.
he is.
Absolutely.
He even did a song with Tupac.
Yeah, he got enemies or whatever it's called, I think.
Deadly Combination.
Is it Deadly Combination?
Yeah.
Okay.
And it was kind of like that whole classical historic hip hop, like when Big Pun, you know what I mean? Like when tongue twisting was like, yo, did you just hear what he just said? No, I don't even understand what he just said. I don't know what he just said, but that shit sounded raw as hell.
Kid.
You know?
Yeah, no, he's hard. He's hard.
So okay. So one memory for you, Dakari, that you knew that you were about to, like when you first grabbed the mic and you're like, okay, did you guys just see what I just did there? I'm pretty nice at this. How did that moment feel for you? Take us back to that moment.
Honestly, the moment that I felt like that I was gonna be able to do music forever was the moment I did